it. That was kind of ridiculous. Before we go on with the rest of the video, I just wanted to quickly add a little bit of context to this climb. So about 3 weeks ago on July 27th, Jake and I attempted Little Bear the first time, and when we were at the base of the hourglass, we got caught in a bunch of rock fall. Luckily, Jake and I were okay, but another climber got critically injured. We ended up aiding in his rescue all day. I'm not gonna talk about a bunch what happened. If you Google any of the words I just said, I'm sure you'll find a bunch of articles talking about it. Anyway, we still wanted to come back and attempt the summit again, but as I'm sure you can imagine, we did not want to go to the hourglass again because it was pretty traumatizing going through it, that experience the first time. Luckily, recently, people have been going through a lot of effort to establish the West Ridge Indirect route, pretty much for the sole purpose of avoiding the hourglass. The West Ridge Direct route is a more challenging climb. I believe there's some class 5 on it. West Ridge Indirect, its purpose is to go around the most challenging sections of the West Ridge Direct while still avoiding the hourglass. Sorry, that might be a little loud. So after this accident happened a few weeks ago, some of the posts about it kind of went a little bit viral, and luckily I think that helped spread even more awareness. And a few climbers in particular have been going out and working really, really hard to establish that route, building a bunch of cairns, so much documentation on it. So we felt pretty confident that we wanted to go attempt that instead of the hourglass. So that is the background. That's why we went for the West Ridge Indirect, and you're gonna see what that route was like in this video. I personally recommend this route over the hourglass. I'm probably biased because of what we experienced in the hourglass, but I've also gotten hundreds of comments and DMs of people also talking about their own injuries or people they know who have been injured in the hourglass. When we were up there, we saw tons of rocks going down the hourglass. It's extremely hazardous up there. The West Ridge Indirect is still a class 4 route. I'm not saying it is easy, but the hardest aspects of it are the climbing aspects that you can control rather than the overhead risks, which we preferred. But anyway, that's enough talking. Here is the video. 2:40 in the morning, heading back up Little Bear. This time we're taking West Ridge Indirect approach to avoid the hourglass.
Yep. Parts of that.
Right, it's 5 a.m. We are a little over 3,000 feet up. We're at 11.7. So after this, I'm gonna walk through the woods for a second here, and we're gonna turn right into the boulder field and start heading up the gully. This is your point to turn right up the massive boulder field. You're going for that little V in the ridge. The beginning is just like a trail through a boulder field, and then it turns into a very steep gully climb. It's only class 2, but I definitely recommend putting your helmet on now because the rocks are very loose and it's very steep. I think they refer to this as the bowling alley. So you can see lots of people going up. Try and let them get ahead for a minute. I'm very thankful not doing the hourglass today.
Ascending the gully.
Right, we're at the top of the gully, 12:07, 6 a.m. We're gonna go around the side here and then go up.
Once you reach the top of the bowling alley, you're going to take a left. You can either go along the top of the West Ridge or along Climber's Right. There is a cairn trail along the right side. Both going to lead to this notch. Doesn't really make too much of a difference which way you go there. As you come around, the hourglass comes into view. This section right here, mountain forms a funnel. There's a bunch of loose rock right at the top. Anything that falls is coming straight down the hourglass, and it gets real narrow in that section right in there. So that's the inherent danger of the hourglass. The route we're taking is actually going to be on to the left here. We're going to bypass the hourglass, which is pretty much the entire reason the West Ridge Indirect route exists. It can be slightly difficult to find where you need to enter the West Ridge Indirect. We're using trip report from 14ers.com. It's very good, by a user called Daway8. Describes a feature called the black wall. That's good to take a left at. I believe it's this.
You know you're at the right entrance when you see this little bulge. It's the base of the hourglass right there. There's people standing, hanging out, quite literally right where we were standing and hanging out. I think they're waiting for people to finish above them. Kind of scary to see them standing right there. But I'm very happy that we do not have to go over there.
Made it to the base of the swoosh gully. This is gonna be your key getting up the ridge. Sort of like an upside on Nike swoosh.
Holy shit, this rock is cold.
All right, we've ascended the swoosh gully. G is right above me, but what you're gonna be looking for, there's two little rocks that stick out. Basically, you're gonna just head along the side of this wall, straight for that point right there. Here's G ascending along the wall. Leads right up to the ridge. You'll see these rocks kind of poking up. This is like
I just wanted to make sure there's nothing crazy. Oh my god, alright. That was ridiculous.
See, I think we come down.
Come down where? Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. We're on the ridge. Officially. It's fucking cold.
Just try and stay low over that.
Well, once we cross over to the other side, it should be less windy again.
Sure.
Holy shit.
Don't trust these rocks on top too much. Don't worry.
Okay. Holy shit.
Hang on a second.
What?
I wasn't fully trusting that boulder. But yeah,
This big one?
Oh, I mean, reality is like,
Because I think I just said it. I was gonna say, I think you made that a lot harder.
that was so unnecessarily scary.
Yeah, you were scaring me a lot. But that's okay, you did it. I'm gonna say, the way you were doing that, I was like, I can't do that. Hang on though, because I'm still not out of the woods. Almost.
Scary.
Yeah, it's scaring me a lot.
Once you pass the crux, which is right on the other side of this bump here, you can come there over the top, or it looks like you can go around the side too. What you do is go up and then follow a ledge to the right. There's some lower ledges that look like they go. Don't use those ones. You gotta climb up a little bit before you go to the ledge. So once you turn the corner on this ledge, you can see the hourglass. There's climbers right near the top there. This entire section of the mountain is a huge funnel that leads right down in there. There's people ascending up out of the hourglass there.
That's also gonna be hard to get down.
Once you are done traversing across the ledge, there's gonna be a small, short gully straight to the summit. That's what you wanna follow.
Consumed in clouds. There's an insane number of people up here. The weather's kind of rough, but yeah, 2 tries later, summit number 54. Lots of people coming up the hourglass. We heard some people kicking some rocks down, so hopefully everyone's okay. Glad I don't have to go down there. Oh yeah.
Coming down from the summit. Here's what that ascent gully looks like from above. Can you get your hand on that big rock down there?
This? Yeah, I can totally do that.
Yeah,
and then just keep going down. Yeah, I can do that.
It looks like if you hold onto that rock, there's some good, yeah.
I can do that.
I think that's the beta.
And then just keep stepping. It's actually not bad. Oh, but then what do I do? Hang on. Where do you go from here?
I think you have to step down that.
Oh.
Can you sit on that rock you're standing on it?
Yeah, go forward. This way or that way?
That way.
This way?
I think.
That's really
So that's how we came up.
That's really scary. Oh, there's a hold here I can use. This is it. Okay. Now this one, this part was the problem. Oh, that was so scary. Holy shit. Holy shit, that is so scary.
All right, after leaving the ridge, look for this big cairn, and that is the indicator that you're right above the swoosh gully. It's between these two here.
Finally made it to Lake Como. We're all the way up there. We got a free ride down, all the way from the lake.
Monstrous shout out to Keith. He is the man. He drove us all the way down from the lake to the car.
Best guy ever.
I literally made our day. And he's a 14er finisher, so you know he's
so cool.
Here's to 54.
54.